Hi everyone and welcome to enjoying my Christmas tree in blue. A sort of cozy video I've filmed when I was making this new doll of Queen Luisa of Portugal. If you watched my latest video about Dom João, the Duke of Bragança, who became King of Portugal, Dona Luisa was his wife. Spanish by birth, she's famous amongst us for having said when the Duke of Bragança's secretary went to Vila Viçosa to ask him if he would be willing to accept the noble's invitation to head, let's say, to become the head of this conspiracy. It is said that Dona Luisa said, "I'd rather be a queen for a day than Duchess for the rest of my life." And thus they became king and queen as the revolution was, or the revolt was well succeeded. The husband died 15 years later, or 16 years, and she became regent. She was a tough, manly woman who also fought for the independency of the realm, and with also lots of connections towards the international European world, like marrying her daughter Catherine or Katarina to Charles II of England. And once upon a time, or once in a day, or once upon a day, she herself was overthrown by a coup d'etat led by, let's say, her oldest son, Afonso, who would become Alfonso VI, who was a bit, yeah. And thus she died on a convent she herself built, or she built it herself. Yeah. Doesn't matter how I made the doll. Everything isn't but this, a combination of this and this and this and this. The doll was inspired by not Philip IV of Spain, but his second wife, Mariana de Austria. I saw this wonderful portrait of her, there's two in fact, where she's kneeling and praying, and my primary idea was to do Luisa and Dom João both kneeling, like on a attitude of being grateful to the success of the revolution. And also I heard somewhere that when someone went to Vila Viçosa to tell him that the revolt was well succeeded, either he was on a mass or he ordered one in order to thank God or something like that. So again, from this I added 2 fingers more of paper all around, and then I, with again more paper, I just sketched the folds as if she was kneeling. For the hair and jewelry, I used every single photograph that I could get, not only from Spain but also Portuguese ladies that were portrayed and whose portraits are now in a museum in Évora, South Portugal. I wanted her to wear every single piece of jewelry possible within that idea of time, let's say 1630s, 1640s, and thus, the result. You have jewelry, you have lace, plume, everything. The idea was to portray her not only as rich, but within the idea of now I am queen, I can wear anything I want. She could before anyway. But the thing was that her and her husband are also known for giving everything they had in order to support the costs of the war. But again, this portrayal of Dona Luisa is before they engaged with the war. So let's say on the day she knew that she was, or they were, the new kings of Portugal. There was a lot of fuss upon what to put on the table. First I thought about a pillow and a crown, a book, a cross, but then the crown idea failed, and I just did a book with a kind of silver relief to portray somehow the history of the country, let's say like that. The cross on the pillow, like thankful to God. That green thing is a kind of malachite box, let's say a jewelry box, where she would keep all her jewelry, in my imagination of course. But the star of the star is what's in between the pillow and the box. Yep, a tiny pistol that I made by wrapping toilet paper on a piece of wire and then covering with air drying modeling paste or clay, and the trigger was basically pieces of cardboard, air drying clay and liquid cold porcelain. Et voila, another doll is made. My collection is expanding. I am looking forward for an exhibition somewhere within the world. It doesn't matter if it's Portugal or not. And if you liked it and you want to see more, visit me at myroyaldolls.wix.com/myroyaldolls. Namaste.